So I'm here with the fabulous Ollie from Ollie's Farm today, and we're talking about bees. And Ollie, you're going to tell us what are just the essentials if you want to start keeping your own bees.
Cool. The essentials are a bee suit, because you need to keep yourself protected. So a bee suit literally stops the bees from mainly stinging your face and the rest of your body, but mainly the face with the veil. So it's very important. Second, smoker. Smoker is help to basically keep the bees nice and calm. When the bees smell smoke in the wild, they think it's a forest fire, and by just giving them a little bit of smoke at the start in the entrance of the hive here, it kind of makes them gorge on honey and makes them very, very docile, normally. Third, hive tool. Hive tool is very important because you need it to move. The bees tend to, like in the hive, basically propolize and glue everything together. So you need this to kind of move things around, which I'll show you now. Also, depending on the person, sometimes I use basically medical gloves. Sometimes I don't use gloves at all. The propolis tends to make your hands very, very brown. So you can wear gloves. These are the ones that will keep you bulletproof. There's no stings, but I find working the frames very, very hard. You don't have the same level of dexterity as you would with your hands or the medical gloves. But they're the gloves, leather, usually something like that. And then inside, as I was saying, when you want to open the hive, bit of smoke, but you need a hive to keep bees. So this is called the brood box. This is where the bees mainly live most of the year. So in here you'll have a queen, and you will have all her daughters and her sons, mainly the workers during the summer, and the drones as well. So they'll all live in here. This is called the brood box. Any box can be a brood box. These would be some of the type of frames that you'd see here. So the queen would lay into all these cells. There's a little bit of honey left over. So she lays in here, and 21 days later, a young bee hatches out. For me, this is only where they rear the bees. Then what happens is, in the spring, as the nest starts to expand, you want to make honey. So you need somewhere for the bees to put the honey, because this is all full of the queen's work down here. So you put on what's called a super. Super can be any box, can be the same size, can be smaller, can be bigger, it doesn't matter. It's just the super is where they make the honey. In here, we have frames that the bees fill with honey. So you'll get a spring crop, a summer crop, and then some hives I bring to the header. And that is where you would have all your honey. In the spring, you might have 2 boxes high. In the summer, you could have 4, 5, 6 boxes high. Just depends on the year and the amount of nectar and pollen availability. And that's all you really need to start beekeeping and set up a hive.